What's going on, YouTube? It's Chief Tex Films, your tour guide on the road to elevating your image. And today, we talking about my workflow and how much I hate it. I hate everything about my workflow right now, man. If you've been tuned into this channel since the beginning, you know I change cameras like a mug. I change equipment like a mug. So right now it ain't no different. I got an Ursa Mini Pro 4.6K on the way, and the main reason for that is I just hate everything about my workflow right now. A while back when I started working for ATS, I wanted to make everything simpler and easier. So when I went to work, I didn't have to, lug in suitcases and suitcases full of equipment. And but I didn't want to suffer too much on the video quality. So I went out and got a Canon RP because they said the autofocus was good, which is true. Full frame camera, better depth of field. All of this is true, but the thing that I didn't take into account was since the beginning of my career, I've been on the GH4, GH5, Panasonic cameras, along with like the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K. These are the cameras that I was using. All of these cameras have Vlog, RAW capabilities, so the dynamic range is a lot better on these cameras. If you don't know what dynamic range is, it's just the value from, the quality of video and your highlights and your shadows. Like, I can stand outside and you can get me exposed right along with the sky. Ideally, with this Canon RP, it's impossible, man. The dynamic range on this camera is terrible. So for my shoot style, it doesn't work. Now for this YouTube channel, vlog and stuff like that, it's perfect. It's a perfect camera for that because it has shallow depth of field because of the big sensor, and it has HD 24 frames a second, 60 frames a second, which that's all the slow I use in my music videos and everything. 60 frames a second is about as slow as I was using anyway, so that didn't bother me none. Has 4K, which is unusable because of the crop, and it has a lot of rolling shutter. So I never use the 4K on there. But like I said, the camera is a decent camera. Be perfect for somebody, not for me. A big selling point, like I said, was the Canon colors and full frame and all of this, because the other cameras that I was using was micro four thirds. So big selling point was to get into this full frame realm, which in photography, this camera is perfect. Like 26 megapixels, you can zoom in real tight and still, see quality, which is good. But along with my workflow, I want to stop doing photography. I'm getting tired of being known as the guy that does both for cheap. And this is the main reason why I want to upgrade my camera and upgrade my situation, is because I'm known as the guy that does photography and video for cheap. And that's just not what I want to be known for. That's not what I want to, that's not how I want my career to be. So I'm cutting out photography. Just know me as the video guy, man. I'm the video guy with the big camera and big lights and, crew and production, and, we building sets and taking those shortcuts. That's where I'm headed with it. So I'm cutting photography out. So this camera really doesn't work at all for me now. The only reason I was holding on to it was full frame photography. I love the creative side, but the business side is too much for me. You gotta with photography, people charge for the rights to the photos, how many photos you get, how many people allowed in the session when you shooting photography. Like these are the things that my photography friends tell me that I'm just giving away too much. I'm giving the client all the raw photos. Like if you have a clothing brand or boutique, I'm giving you all the raw photos, editing 3 pictures per hour at $75 an hour. Like my photography friends told me I was crazy. So at first I was like, man, I don't care about photography. I just like the creative side. So it is what it is. But the more and more I start working with clients in photography, they gonna get you for what they can get you for, man. They gonna try to sneak in all the loopholes and get it as cheap as possible and have you working hard as possible. So like I said, man, I love the creative side, but I hate the business side of photography. So I'm done with that, and this camera doesn't work anymore for me. So that's just the camera, the Canon RP. And also when I switched to my new workflow, I went straight iPad. I got rid of the MacBook, got rid of Adobe, my Adobe subscription, and I paid for LumaFusion, Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer on the iPad, so that these is app purchases. I don't have to. It's not a subscription based thing. So I'm gonna save money on not having Adobe, and the video editing is for my style. It was perfect. I do a lot of After Effects stuff, but I haven't been doing it lately, so I figured I wouldn't need it. But it's just little things in LumaFusion that's not ideal for me. And the biggest problem with the iPad for me is the file system. It's almost there, but not quite. Like you can't see how much room you have on a hard drive. So like you can see how much the files are. You can't see how much room you have within the folder. Within the hard drive, you can't see how much room you have left. And then to transfer files between SSD and from a memory card to SSD, too slow. So like little things like this slow my workflow up. Now it's a little thing, but it's a big thing also. One day I spent the whole day just transferring raw files to my SSD card. Not raw video files, raw picture files. It was like, I want to say it was 2,000 pictures, but it's ridiculous for that to take me all day. A MacBook would have breezed through that and that'd have been done. But that hung me up all day, which put me a day behind in my turnaround. So that didn't work. That's not working for me, So iPad gotta go. Canon RP gotta go. Now when I got the Canon RP, a lot of my footage was shaky, so I went and got the Ronin SC, to get those smooth gimbal shots. I had it for about 2 months now, maybe a month and a half, 2 months, and I rarely use it. I use the digital stabilization within the Canon RP with my 85mm lens, and it works good enough now to where I don't ever pick up the gimbal anymore. And I always do this. I always get the Ronin, then I sell it. Then I get the Ronin, then I sell it. The only difference with now is with all of this equipment, usually I take it to my camera store and I let them beat me over the head for the price, and I just take that money and roll it into the next workflow that I want to get. I change cameras a lot. I know I said that. But this time I'm just going to sell it outright. I'm tired of them beating me in my head, and I'm upside down with the next purchase I'm getting. So I'm gonna sell it to you guys. I'm gonna sell it to my subscribers. If you're interested in any of this equipment, like I said, it doesn't work for me and my workflow, but it might work for you and yours. If you're interested in any of this equipment, just subscribe. Well, follow me on IG, man. It'll be in my IG story today and tomorrow. My Instagram is cheaptex_films, and make sure y'all give me a follow, man, and check the Instagram stories out if y'all interested in this equipment. Now, along with me not doing photography anymore, I bought a Young New Wild YN200, which is the Godox AD200 equivalent, and the power on it is amazing. I just did a shoot last night, my last photography shoot. I'm not taking any more shoots. I'm losing a lot of money by doing that, but I don't want people to know me as a photographer, man. That's not what I want to do. That's never been my focus. That's never been where my creativity is at its height. It's, photography is cool. I feel like I'm good at it, but that's not what I want to do with my career. I want to be a videographer, cinematographer. I want to direct movies. I want to direct music videos. Is my love. So I'm a film guy, man. I'm a video guy. But along with the Canon RP, I'm getting rid of the Yongnuo YN200. Perfect light for a photographer. Great output. I didn't overpower the sun with this thing. They say you can't overpower the sun, but if you know what you're doing, you can. And I did. And I'll leave a couple of examples of the pictures that I took with this YN200 and the situations that I was in to overpower the sun. So along with that, I'm also getting rid of this Viltrox monitor I have. I haven't figured out pricing on any of this stuff, but like I said, it'll be in my IG story. So if y'all interested, go there to get it. But getting rid of this monitor because the Ursa Mini Pro only has SDI video outputs. It doesn't have HDMI. So I got to get me a monitor that has SDI, or I might just use the flip out monitor on the camera. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But like I said, man, I got an Ursa Mini Pro coming. I'm going big. I ain't taking no shortcuts no more. So, and no photography. So this is my workflow now. This is gonna be my workflow when the camera come in. I'm excited, waiting for it to come in the mail. But as of right now, I hate my workflow. And also the next thing to go is the iPad. I got somebody I think wants that, so I'm not gonna put that up right now. Or I might put it up, whoever comes through with the money first. But the iPad gotta go too. I gotta go get another MacBook or iMac or something to edit this Ursa Mini footage, because it's not gonna be compatible with the iPad for one. iPad might be able to handle it. The iPad surprised me at how good it edits video, but these are raw files. The iPad can't even read the raw files, so we're gonna go back to the computer and do it the right way, man. I hate DaVinci Resolve, so I probably won't use that, but think about even switching over to Final Cut Pro. I'm really trying to figure out a way not to use Adobe products at all, man. Which, if I get rid of the iPad, I'm gonna have to get it another subscription. So I don't know, man, but I'm tired of paying for Adobe, man. It's just crazy. It's craziness that you gotta pay every month for a program. So, but I need that After Effects though. So I don't know, man. I might go back to Premiere just so I can work back and forth between that and After Effects. I kind of miss it now. It's been like 2 months. Kind of miss it. But anyway, man, this was just a video to let y'all know how much I hate my workflow and what my plans are for the future to change my workflow. And if you're interested in getting any of this equipment, make sure you follow me on IG, check out my story, and inbox me, man. Make me an offer, and we'll go from there. Chief Tex Films. I'm out. But y'all keep them cameras rolling, man.